All right, today we're going to dive deep into one of the heavy hitters in the security world, Check Point's Quantum Security Management R81. We're going to pull back the curtain on its core architecture and see exactly how it gives admins the power to wrangle these huge, complicated networks all from one place.
And just so you know, everything we're covering today comes straight from the source, Check Point's official R81 administration guide. That way, you're getting the real story on how this powerful system actually works. No fluff.
So let's kick things off with the fundamental challenge. Just think about it. You've got a network with thousands of users, countless devices, servers floating in the cloud, and super sensitive data flying around everywhere. How on earth do you secure all that without going crazy? Well, that's the exact problem quantum security management was built to solve. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll get into the core architecture, the real building blocks of the system. Then, we'll see how security policies are actually made and put into action. After that, we'll check out some of the cool modern stuff like automation, and finally, we'll look at the powerful tools admins get to play with. Okay, first up, the core architecture. Honestly, the easiest way to think about this is with a simple analogy. Every security operation needs a brain, right? A guard and a command center. And Check Point's architecture maps perfectly to these three roles.
So, at a high level, the whole system connects these three key pieces. You can see how the management server is the central brain, figuring out the policy for the gateways. The gateways are then the muscle, the enforcement points on the network. Let's dig into each of these a little more.
First, you've got the security management server. This is the central intelligence. It's the brain. It's where you create and store all your security policies. Plus, it's the main hub for all your logs and monitoring, pulling in event data from all over the network, so you have one place to see exactly what's going on. Next up is the security gateway. Think of this as your guard at the gate, your bouncer. This is the thing that actually does the work. It sits on the edge of your network, or maybe between different parts of it, and it inspects every piece of traffic that tries to pass through, enforcing the rules that the management server told it to. And finally, how does an administrator actually control all this? That's where SmartConsole comes in. This is your command center. It's a graphical app that connects to the management server and lets you build rules, manage all your devices, look at logs, you get the picture, all from one single unified screen. So, we've got the brain, the guard, and the command center. Now let's see how they all work together to create and enforce a real security policy. This is where all that theory gets put into practice. Now, a really important idea to get your head around is the policy package. Think of it like a container. It's not just a simple list of firewall rules. A policy package bundles together all the different kinds of policies, like who's allowed to access what, your NAT rules, your threat prevention settings, everything a specific gateway needs, all in one neat package. And the workflow for this is actually pretty logical. It's really a three-step dance. First, you have to tell the system what your network looks like, where your servers are, your computers, your different zones. Second, you define the actual rules of the road, who gets to talk to who. And third, you hit install policy, which pushes that whole compiled package out to the security gateways so they can start enforcing it. And right inside SmartConsole, this recent tasks window is so important. It gives you that crucial real-time feedback while the policy's installing. You can see exactly what's happening, and you get a clear success or fail for all your gateways. It makes the whole thing transparent, which is a huge deal. Okay, now let's go beyond just the basic firewall stuff. R81 is loaded with modern features built for today's crazy environments, and a lot of that revolves around automation and handling new kinds of threats. A massive part of this is the API, the Application Programming Interface. The official guide really nails it. It's all about automating those repetitive daily tasks and plugging Check Point into other systems. What this really means is you can write scripts to make changes, pull data, or hook your security platform into your other IT tools. And here's a perfect real-world example. On the left, a script makes an API call asking about disk space. On the right, the server doesn't just send back a message, it sends back this perfectly structured data. That means another program can instantly read that free number and, say, trigger an alert or a cleanup job, all without a human ever touching it. This is really the heart of modern IT automation. Another key modern feature is its focus on IoT security. We're talking about everything from smart thermostats and coffee makers to security cameras. R81 gives you the tools to find these devices on your network, wall them off in their own segment to limit any potential damage, and create super specific policies to stop them from getting hacked. And of course, you need this thing to be reliable. The platform supports high availability, and not just in one location, but in hybrid setups. You could have your main management server in your office and a live, synchronized backup sitting in the cloud. That way, your security management is pretty much always online, no matter what. So what's it actually like to be in the driver's seat? Let's take a look at the power tools that system admins have, because not everybody likes to work the same way. You've really got two main ways to interact with the system. There's SmartConsole, the graphical interface we saw. That's perfect for most of your day-to-day tasks, making rules, checking logs, getting that visual big picture. But for the power users, you've got the command line interface, or CLI, which unlocks this whole other level of control for scripting, heavy-duty automation, and deep troubleshooting. And these are some seriously powerful tools. For instance, MGMT CLI lets you automate pretty much any task you can do in the GUI, like adding 1,000 firewall rules from a spreadsheet. FW Load lets you push a new policy from a script, maybe as part of an automated workflow. And CPU View gives you this awesome live dashboard right in your terminal to see system performance in real time. This is where the experts live. So at the end of the day, all these tools serve the checkpoint administrator. Their job is to use this whole platform to manage, monitor, and troubleshoot their organization's entire security posture. And whether they do that with a simple click in a GUI or a complex script on the command line, the goal is always the same: keep the network safe. Okay, let's bring it all home. What are the big takeaways here? First, Checkpoint R81 is built on a unified architecture, a central brain, enforcement gateways, and a single console to see it all. Second, it's all driven by policy packages that give you granular control. Third, it has a powerful API for automation. And finally, it's flexible, offering both a friendly GUI and a deep command line for users of all skill levels. And that leaves us with one last big question to chew on. As our networks just keep getting more and more complex, more distributed, with devices in the office, in the cloud, at home, is a powerful, unified management system like this one the ultimate answer to staying in control and staying secure? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.